Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Heretic's Fork. Let's try that again. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Heretic's Fork. I'd say it's a bullet heaven, but it's such a unique twist, and also a tower defense game that it almost is kind of its own thing entirely. But effectively, you are stuck in the center of this kind of hellish plateau, shooting weird creatures that come at you. I'm assuming we get to these, yeah, unavailable in the demo, so I'm assuming these are just different stages. But so it's actually a real-time deck builder roguelike. So tower just kind of spins in a circle, maybe hitting something, and then as we kill enemies, the blood meter on the right fills up, and then I get cards. So I increase holy damage, but what I want is the Sin Shooter. Or Sin Spotter? I know there's a way that I can actually see these things' stats. Place cards in the above slots to sacrifice them or store them for future use. Oh, that's interesting. Good way of getting rid of garbage cards I don't want. So the second Sin Spotter gets me another tower, and the other one increases holy damage. I don't think I'm going to read out every single card as I play them. I'm going to be kind of quick with it. As far as I can tell, what you're doing is, you know, every round you effectively get cards. So AoE, heal, but we don't need that. Pull 3 cards from your deck, choose one to clone. I'm actually going to do that. We want to clone the Sin Spotter one. Because, and one of the reasons why I wanted to take a look at these, I guess I'm just going to hemorrhage twice. I wanted to look at the stats on this sucker, because it actually tells me, or it did in my like trial run of this game, it actually tells me what their stats are, because I can combine it into one tower. This actually has a little bit of auto battler mechanics in terms of like fuse like with like. Blessed. And I think we have a new card here. 3 rare cards from collection, reveal 2, add 1 to the deck. I guess I'm gonna grab that. That's the Holy Hand Grenade? Nah. I'm just gonna go for this stats. Okay. And then we get 3 cards to add to the deck. Let's see, we want Living Shadow. Tower shoot an extra projectile. That seems like that's going to get really hilariously broken really fast. My damage is pretty good too. So I should mention, by the way, that this is made by the developer of Zappling Bygone. It was a Metroidvania I played last year and rather enjoyed, but I didn't put too much time into just because I don't really finish games anymore. So let's just go for extra projectile and some extra range. Yep, those 2 projectiles. It does hurt my aim a little bit, but I don't think it matters. Actually, no, it doesn't. I think we have near perfect aim. Okay. Extra projectile, draw extra cards. No. Well, you know what? Whatever. It moved over. And I didn't want to use it. So let's just stack these. And then we're going to just fuse these down. My tower's already strong enough, so I might as well just keep boosting it, rather than having a large quantity of weaker towers. We might want to change our tune on that one, but it's going to take a little while before I can actually even get another upgrade here. Let's see. Another Sin Spotter, and damage of all tower projectiles. Let's just go with that. Honestly, I'm going to move this over to Sacrifice. Sacrifice these cards, freeing them from your deck. That's a neat system. I'll have to see what I can do with that. I'm just not going to use active abilities. Just never pay attention. Oh, we have a free card. Extra projectile, holy damage, and another one of these. I'm just going to keep going for those extra projectiles. My tower already does a decent chunk of damage, and if I can just have, like, Deca shot, I will be a happy camper. I mean, we seem to be just burning through these. So, let's get... Do we... I don't know how much I care, but considering I can do Blessing of Protection, I might as well. Oh, so I can... Oh, active is maybe a little bit better than I thought. Because I might actually be able to just endlessly stack that. Cool. Let's see. Holy damage, Sunder. Oh, but that's a Hellfire. Sacrifice these 2 cards. Summon an I see. So if I do these 3, increased rarity. Let's try that. Draw 2 cards. Sure. I'm gonna get rid of the unholy MG. Or at least I'm gonna put it there. I don't know if it gets sacrificed or if it's just gonna stay in the sacrifice menu. Because I think there was something about potentially holding it for later. Oh, I did actually take some damage. I think. Holy, holy, and holy. Well. I can also skip these, but now that I know that I can upgrade them, I kind of want to do that. Do I know how much HP I have? Or shields? Might be on the left. But yeah, I'm almost wondering if the multi-shot is screwing me over. It is. That's a problem. We literally can't hit it. Two times recharge speed. Heal the tower a smidge. And end turn. Yeah, so the problem is my tower will get locked to something. Like this little dude. And can't hit it because the spread shot is a bit rough. And it's like, it's totally fine. Except for the really small enemies. I'm hoping that's something that gets fixed a little bit. Because yeah, it's trying to hit this one. So that extra range is maybe becoming a problem. Draw 2 cards, shield points. Oh. I don't mean to pick up some of these. Yeah, so I think we need more towers just to have more things to lock onto. Let's see. Just gonna put that there, though. Let's do a Praise B. Hemorrhage, hemorrhage, hemorrhage. Reroll these. Get another Sin Spotter. Absolutely. Extra AoE. Get more cards. Unholy damage. Extra projectiles. I'm almost wondering if some of these cards... I don't know what's in my deck. Is another consideration. Let's see. I wonder if I can do... Oh, I see. This is just speeds. I wonder if there's hotkeys for some of these things. Okay, let's get another Sin Spotter. Let's fuse them together just for a little bit more. Draw some more cards. End turn. So I might wanna honestly not go for multi-shot in the future. I was really hoping that I could rely on it to just absolutely roll things. But yeah, the big issue is my towers are getting messed up. This will get fixed for the next version of the game, I am sure. Snag that. Keep putting that into sacrifice. End turn. Yeah, I'm probably skunked here. Yeah. We're gone. Okay, so let's try that again, but with no multi-shot. Let's see if I unlocked anything new. I got a lot of points, and we have banked credits. Okay, we've unlocked a card. So every time a card is drawn, recover half of a percent of HP. You know what? That's cool. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go into collection. We are going to turn off Living Shadow, so it's not as prioritized. And let's start another one of those. Let's see, I have 98 credits, so I can't actually hire the new guy. And I don't think I can... I might be able to spend credits on other things, but not sure. Okay, let's go back up to full speed. Really, the only thing that this would need is if it gets locked to an enemy in that same manner. You know what? I'm actually gonna grab the Holy Hand Grenade upgrade. AoE? Yeah. I guess the extra range would be nice. But if the tower could be changed so it specifically, you can change its priorities, or even like manually aim one of the tiers, or if it really can't hit something even though it's been firing at it, it'll like wiggle the aim a little bit. Maybe. Let's grab Blood Clot, because that's actually really good. I was assuming the use abilities would be bad, though I would really love to see... Ooh, yeah, this is actually kind of good. I would love to see... what was I going to say? Hotkeys for them, so I don't have to click it every time. I'm a lazy boy. Okay, pull 3 cards, reveal 2, add them to the deck. Well, we get the shields, but I kind of wanted that. Okay, and I'm going to do a Prayer of Duplication. Cool. And Sharp. And we get a couple of cards to add to the decks. Hellfire Damage. No, we definitely want the shot. Every time a card is drawn, recover half a percentage of HP. I gotta figure out if and when I play cards, does it actually, remove it from my deck? I don't know if some of these exhaust or not. So, 8-2. So playing towers gets rid of them permanently, from what I can tell. No, actually, they're still here. Yeah, so I guess the deck can get overfilled or something. Extra holy damage, unholy damage, or draw 2 cards. I'm just gonna go for the extra holy damage, and... let's see. We want to just get more Sin Spotters? Yes. More towers. If I can't do multi-shot, then I will just have more. Actually, let's do 3 of these. That seems a little bit better. Grab that, and turn, and then add cards. Yeah, let's just go for the shot. Not that it really matters, but... Okay, no, we've definitely burnt some cards. Because I definitely had more than 15 previously, I think. So some cards do get exhausted. I would love to see a, I would love to see language for, like, this card is endlessly replayable. It's this stuff in the corner. I just want it to pop up. So we don't actually want that thing. Yeah, some fire rate upgrades and turn speed would be nice. Actually, range is the other one. I haven't really upgraded it this time around, but my towers actually have really short ranges, and so if I could boost that a lot, that'd probably be a good idea. Another Sin Spotter. And AoE. Just gonna fuse these, and we'll keep Punish. I'm curious about the other elements. Let's see. Yeah, so Blessing or Protection goes away. Don't care too much about Hellfire damage. Do we want to do Praise Be? Nah. I gotta remember to actually use my abilities. Ooh, that one's really good. This is why I like hotkeys, so I can just kind of hit them. Or, for something like this, if I could actually set certain abilities to auto, maybe at a diminished effect, just because I forget often. Oh, this is where you can see my shield meter as it goes up. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where my shield was. I was having a little bit of trouble figuring it out. Okay, so shot, AoE. Keep dumping those there. Let's see. And yeah, we can get every single one of these. Some extra range, though, would help. Yeah, it's like, for some reason, sometimes my towers have the worst time aiming. Let's see. Next level of Blessing and Protection is kind of tempting. Yeah, let's just go for that. The extra energy would be nice, but I often only have enough cards. No! Well, I can sacrifice it. It's not a problem. Another Sin Spotter. Both of these. And... yeah, we don't need the extra damage. And we'll just get charge up here. Charge up plus the redraw would be nice, and I can always store cards for later if I need them. That's something I should probably be braver about doing. Okay, they're not hitting my shields too much. Another Sin Spotter. Tower range, AoE. And yeah, I'll just I don't want to sacrifice those, but I might as well store it for the next round. Yeah, it still feels like a lot of my towers get stuck trying to shoot at something that they can't quite hit. But I also haven't upgraded my damage in a while, so it might just be one of those that they're literally not strong enough. Let's see. Okay, put those. Sacrifice for a better card. Well, we've sacrificed it. I don't know if there is a better card. A little bit of a concern. Maybe I need the multi-shot just to be able to survive the quantity of enemies here. At least I've got enough abilities to kind of cope. Okay, what do we have? Sunder, Unholy MG. I mean, we could try some of these. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Do we want to punish? Oh. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try both of those. Just to see what else we get. Huh. That looks really busted. But it might just be a me thing. I might want to consider other elements. I might have also gone too far. No, I definitely... I was afraid I, like, overflowed. So, I think the real trick, maybe, might be... snag these, upgrade that, snag this, fuse them. Okay, end turn. Still dying. But maybe multi-strike, as long as I'm willing to mix alternate elements here, might be the way to do it. Because yeah, this is just too many enemies. I'm noticing the Hellfire is actually, like, holding its own pretty well. Whew. I'm getting clobbered, but... I mean, we are doing reasonably well, considering the fact that I'm getting blasted non-stop. I think my only immediate issue is if I go with anything else. I don't know what level the Sin Spotter is at, because once again, the tooltip is gone. Let's see. AoE of all projectiles? Yeah. I don't know how much that helps. At this point. Hopefully I'll get enough credits that I can unlock the next character. Huh. And yeah, I won't shy away from multi-shot anymore. As problematic as it was, it's kind of necessary. It's gone. It's fine. All right, let's see how many credits I got. Oh, game crashed. This is a super early alpha demo. Like, I really should not... no one should expect that this is stable or balanced. Or even necessarily, like... I don't want to say that good, because I think it's actually fine. Oh, because it crashed, I didn't get any of my credits. But, still, I think what I'm going to try and do is actually have a little bit more of a mixed build on this one. So I think we'll only want to do 2, if we can. Sin Spotter, Pierce, and then range. Because last time I ignored range, and that was a problem. Pierce will be actually just about as useful. Let's see. Blessed. 3 rare cards from collection. No, I should go for the potion. I definitely am noticing a number of my towers will like shoot just to the left or right of an enemy for whatever reason. Okay. Blood Clot, this. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go for the Sunder upgrade. Because honestly, multi-shot sweeping fire that's been scaled damage-wise might not be bad. Okay, and I'm just gonna go for the Blessing of Protection. If I can stack that a bunch. I wish upgrading it also increased its effect, so I'm not just casting it constantly. If it seems like I'm grumping about anything, it's actually because I'm, well, I mean, I want to say I'm just giving feedback. In retrospect, a lot of people kind of miss that. But what I'm generally trying to do is give, like, useful bits of, like, constructive criticism? I guess, kind of. It's not even criticism, necessarily. Criticism is like, this is not good. And I'm more just trying to say, like, hey, you know, this could use some work here and there. Let's see. End turn, or I'm gonna actually add both of these here. We don't want to sacrifice them, we just want to hold them in reserve. Until I have a round that I don't want to use them on. Holy damage, or... I'm just gonna go for the draw 2 cards. There's nothing wrong with Praise Be. Let's actually fuse some of these together. I think I am gonna have to keep to 2 elements, otherwise we're not gonna be able to get past a certain level of... Oh, here we go, because the game reset. So there's 5 levels. And looks like it doesn't attack any faster, it just does extra damage. Whereas this attacks faster. Sin Spotter. I'm a goofus. I pressed the wrong button. I even knew I was like reaching over for it, and I'm like, wait a second, what am I doing? And then it was gone. Yeah, let's play that one. And I guess I'm just gonna put the holy damage there for the time being. Damn. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, we get another card. I'm just gonna go for the shot. Not that it's particularly amazing, but it's not terrible. Wow, that fire cleans up. It's part of the reason why I want to stack a bunch of Hellfire. I'm a little bit worried about if I give it multi-shot, what's gonna happen. Maybe we don't. Yeah. Because honestly, just upping the range on the fire gets rid of most of the trash. The only thing we absolutely need to do is just increase its base damage. It's kind of fun watching it happen. Okay, so let's get another Sunder. Fuse them together. Get another Sin Spotter. Fuse them together. But I'm actually going to fuse the Sin Spotters down into 1. And we get another card. Holy damage, unholy damage, holy damage again. I guess I'll go for the holy damage. Oh, interesting. So, it's more than just double damage. It also is extra range? Or, no, what? I'm actually curious about this. We've got a short hand and a longer hand. But I have 2 Sin Spotters that are the same, unless one of them caught more upgrades than the other. I have no idea how any of this works, or why any of this is happening, but I will say, the Hellfire is doing a lot more of an effective job than the gun. Oh, we have another card here. I should snag it. And I don't think I'm going to go for the extra projectile. I'm still leery about that messing things up. Because what if my fire just decides to, shoot, like, shoot to either side of an enemy? So I just end up with the least effective flame wave ever. Or does it give me another projectile like these hands? I can't tell. I don't know. And I'm scared to find out. It would be really cool if it just gave me extra arms. Maybe I should try it anyway. Okay, holy damage, shields, or shot. Give me the shields. Yeah, the other thing I'm going to want to do is actually upgrade, or... Okay, the enemies are getting a little close. Right, why have I not been doing this entire time? I have no idea. Get the Sin Spotters down. Wait, that was confusing. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. We don't actually want to sacrifice those. That would increase the damage. Oh. Do another one of these. Another one of these. Fuse them up. Okay. And do we want another Sin Spotter? It's currently at ×3, ×8. And then I'm going to do a charge up, and we'll get another Sin Spotter out. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the next tier. The problem is we're getting hammered a little bit with just little guys. I was hoping the flame waves would be enough, but I don't think I've scaled their damage enough. Yeah, let's just get a silly amount of Sin Spotters out. Let's actually start getting my shields up. Yeah, I don't have to aim too far. Okay, the extra guns seem to be doing the trick. We definitely could use some more damage in a lot of these things, but... let's see, do we want to just increase damage, increase shields? I'm actually going to just do holy damage for the time being. And I'm going to move Blessing of Protection over here. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me this time. It might. It might still. Okay, and I'm actually going to fuse the Flame Wave. That might have been a mistake. But it's so hard to tell. Okay, so we have another Sunder. And another Sin Spotter. Only immediate problem is we're going to run out of space. Really quickly. Because, yeah, we're starting to overload. And that's an issue. And we don't have any more rare cards here. Or I think the game crashed again. Yeah, I think the game crashed again. Looks like it actually overloaded my recording. I think I'm going to stop here. Not because I don't want to keep playing, but because, you know, it keeps kind of booping out. And I really want to play the other character that starts with Unholy Damage. And then also maybe a character that does Hellfire, because it seems like Hellfire might actually just be the genuinely better build, at least at the moment. I think if the game can solve the multi-shot issues in some way, shape, or form, I would think the Holy Damage would be a little bit better. And I do... you know what? No. We're going to throw ourselves into one more. Because I want to try multi-shot with Hellfire. I want to see what that does. Okay. It's overloading my encoding repeatedly, which is interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I still only have 98 credits. Which is unfortunate. I want to grab this guy, and the rest of these are unavailable in the demo. It's fine. Alright, let's go. Limbo, and this time... we could also try Unholy. I just want to try multi-shot with one of the other elements, rather than staying away from it. Because, as rough as that aiming issue was, I could see this going well. So let's snag this. I'm gonna go for Praise Be this time around. Get this out of the way. Get that out of the way. I'm curious if, upgrades take effect retroactively. I'm almost wondering if by fusing the lower tower that had gotten less upgrades, it actually hurt my damage. I'll have to keep that in mind. Let's just go for the holy damage. The other two would be nice. Yeah, let's just kind of fuse as many of these down as possible, and then see what we get. Yeah, for those guys, I tend to shoot off to the side for some reason. Well, no matter what, I always want more Sin Spotters. Okay, let's get the Blood Clot ability, not that we need it. I don't think the AoE is really that good. If the AoE also increased my projectile size, I think it would be much better. Some choices. I haven't unlocked enough cards. But again, this is very much as a alpha demo for a game that is only been in development for a little while. I'm gonna just put my Sin Spotters over here. I don't want to sacrifice them, I just want more. And I'll get the multi-shot if and when it gives it to me, but I'm gonna want to wait on using it until we actually have a secondary element to roll with. Okay. Why don't we go Unholy this time around? Because we saw what the flame did. It was pretty good, but Unholy could be kind of fun too. And then the other option is just going super holy, but kind of trying to keep some degree of them. Oh, I could have actually played that extra Sin Spotter. It's fine. Alright, so what do you got for me? I'm not even going to bother with the shield generation. It was keeping me alive, but not as much. Like, I'd be better off investing into healing potions and blood clot abilities. Okay, let's do a Praise Bee, see what else we got. We got a Sunder, but I don't care. So why don't we do these two? How many of these would I have to have? Because this is 8. I would need 16 towers to actually fit this. Okay, so how does the unholy damage work? Does it actually... I don't see a projectile on it. It might actually just shoot whatever the nearest enemy is. Which could be really good. Let's go for a shot. Once we start getting hammered, stacking a bunch of shot would potentially give me a lot of HP. So fast-firing machine gunner tower does unholy damage. Well, I will give credit to where credit is due. Having these Sin Spotters just rotate endlessly is actually pretty powerful. Okay, another Hellfire, don't want it. Okay, I'll fuse one of these together. Yeah. I think maybe just the aim box on some of these enemies, like the little slimes, is just weirdly bad. I'm noticing, at least with the machine guns. I think the easiest and best solution I could think of for them would actually be to just make them slightly inaccurate. Oh, that would have been nice. Whatever. More unholy damage. Because I just want a couple of those unholy machine guns. Because they seem to be perfectly accurate. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for that, get an upgrade. Sure. Why not? Because like I said, I'm not sure how effective AoEs are going to be. So it looks like the damage upgrade is just a singular damage. It's probably 1 damage for every element type. Okay, Hellfire, Hellfire damage or draw cards. We'll just go for the draw cards. Discard pile. Cards put here when they're discarded. Cards from the blood when it's fueled. There's the machine gun. And a whole heck of a lot of range. Which might actually be worse. Because I feel like my Sin Spotters are just going to get to the point where they're trying to shoot at something. I think that is the biggest issue with them, is that they're not accurate enough. But the unholy machine gun, they're pretty good. Okay, so I'm actually going to double it. Let's get 2 doubled. I don't think I'm going to go further than this. But they do 19 damage a pop, and they pretty much pop all the little guys they get through. I wish I could change the targeting priorities on some of these. Like, tell the Sin Spotters to only aim for the highest health enemies. Or continuously spin. Like, a little bit of fine-tuned control on that could actually be, like, banger good. You know what? I'm actually going to fuse the machine guns together. It seems to fire fast enough. Actually, let's not. Let's get a double punish. I don't think I can fit any more Sin Spotters in here. I maybe could, but it's gonna get full, and I think I want the machine guns more. Well, this is working better. I'm also noticing, I think there's some kind of crit rate. I guess I should be using these. And yeah, despite everything, they're still getting close. Not enough. But it's just close enough to be uncomfortable. Boy, that blood meter fills slowly after a certain point. Let's see. I guess I'll get another Sin Spotter. I want more unholy machine guns. But I could always fuse my Sin Spotters together. What I want is also the multi-shot, but I think there's a very real possibility it's not going to show up. We don't get a whole lot of new card picks once I get to this point in the game. Yeah, I'm just getting wrecked via sheer numbers. There's not much I can do about it. Yeah, I think... if my Sin Spotters just had a little bit of variation, because I'm noticing so many projectiles just flinging themselves into the void. Because either they're just missing, yeah, right here. They're trying to hit something. So actually, the multi-shot would have been good. I think just the Sin Spotters have something wrong with their targeting that's just a little off. And so if they had a little bit of variation on their shots, so it wasn't just purely in a line, or if they were perfectly accurate, that would solve my problem. You really can tell, even though my Sin Spotters were twice as numerous, I would have actually... well, my unholy machine guns just did that much more. Banked credit's pretty good. What are the new cards unlocked? Holy moly, Sinner dies from holy damage. Zap a nearby enemy for half the damage. With killing blow, garrison unit range. Garrisons? Well, that's new. But yeah, unfortunately, didn't bank any of those credits from the last couple of Crash runs. It's like, I want to keep playing more, because this actually does a lot of exactly what I'm looking for. But I think I'm going to wait for like a patch or two. And then we'll come back for more to try again. Just once, whatever the issue with the Sin Spitters... I forget the name. Whatever the issue with the holy shots were. Sin Spotters, there we go. If that can get fixed, so they're a little bit more accurate or less accurate, or just you can change their targeting in some way, shape, or form. Because comboing that with Holy Moly could be incredibly good. And a bunch of other stuff like that. Like, there's all sorts of potential here. And, like, I really want to do another run, which is why I'm going to do another run. It's just... Look, I'm a glutton for punishment, and I think this game is cool. It certainly is going to take a little bit to, like, really get to its ideal state, but that's fine. Okay. Speed of all projectiles. The other consideration is never increasing its range. Because it feels like the longer the range on one of these things, the worse it is. I don't know. I think there's a lot of different ways to consider it. I just want that dude with the, cost 400, because starting with the machine guns could get really, really good. Let's see. Prayer protection. We've tried Hellfire. The machine gun was better. I guess I'll just do AoE. Worst comes to worst, my AoE somehow becomes large enough that it actually can just take out groups. I don't know how much I'd have to invest in that, but I could see that working. Really, let's just miss. Okay, Pop Blessed. Praise be, I guess. Alright, what else do we have? I'm just gonna keep Praise Being. Because no matter what, the thing we need most is just more towers. And so being able to Praise Be repeatedly to get as many cards out as I can would be a good idea. Let's see. Do I want to do Sunder? No. What else do we have? Praise Be, Praise Be. Let's get Blood Clot, Speed, AoE, and yeah, I'm just going to put that there. I do wish I could actually see my draw pile. Because it feels like a couple of these cards just sneak in for reasons. More Praise Be. Because I really want to try the multi-shot with the machine gun. Because I could see that being really strong. I'd like to get punished, but... Because being able to universally increase my damage is way more effective than, you know, just holy. I think it does increase my damage more, but I could be wrong. Well, I guess we're just going to be Praise Being forever. But yeah, if I don't increase this thing's range... maybe we'll be in a good spot. Maybe I'll consider it if I have multi-shot with the machine gun. I almost wonder if the reason why it has trouble with the range is because it's trying to lead a shot, but not doing it right. Maybe. I'm not gonna try too hard to figure out why. But you know, because enemies are not coming exactly straight on, or some of these towers are not shooting straight from the center. It's not like quite getting the line that it needs. Let's just do more unholy damage. Not that it really matters. Once I get the machine guns up to like level 3, they're pretty much at maximum. And yeah, what I want is for these to just spin. Because if these are spinning, they actually take out a huge number of enemies. The only immediate problem is if an enemy gets close enough, then they actually all start shooting at them. And that severely undercuts my damage. It's an interesting, issue? I'm just gonna upgrade those for a Praise Be. Be gone, range. Foul thing. I think that's actually it. Yes, yes. Garrison spawn timers would be interesting, but I don't think we actually have anything that is a garrison spawn. There's not much point for it. But yeah, it is definitely just having accuracy issues. Probably based around the idea that it's not quite shooting from an origin point. It's aiming from the origin point, but it's not shooting from the origin point. Hence why it's not firing in a direct and perfect line at the enemy. It's not a problem when it's close up, but if you're talking about something much further away, it's having issues. I could be fully wrong on this one, but I kind of don't think I am. Boy, I sure hope we do get those unholy machine guns. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to re-roll those into a Sin Spotter. And then we're going to store a couple of these. We don't want to upgrade any of them. We just want to keep them in storage. Hellfire damage, unholy damage, and holy damage. I'm just going to skip. Yeah, because currently with this mess, I'm actually less accurate, which is letting me shred through a lot more enemies. Okay, then we'll draw cards for no other reason. I have a lot of Sin Spotters. I'm not quite sure why. I definitely haven't been adding them to my deck. But here they come. Yeah, that multi-shot is actually making my shots just inaccurate enough that we can kind of shred through folks through foes pretty easily. Alright, and then let's punish. And I'm actually going to merge those down. The machine gun should help keep the crowds at bay. And yeah, that limited range isn't really much of an issue. Because my towers always have something to target, but this way they don't get confused. I might actually be able to go above and beyond here. I hope I have just enough space, but I might actually be able to get a maxed out Sin Spotter. I guess the other thing that would help the Sin Spotter is if it had, like, very slight tracking. Maybe. Okay, fuse them together. I'm gonna have to fuse two of these together to fit. Yeah. I think one more Sin Spotter and we'll actually be able to get peak Sin Spotter. I don't know if we need it, but it'll clear a lot of space out for other things. I feel actually kind of clever and accomplished that I've managed to make this work as well as it has. The thing that would probably help the most is actually if we had triple shot. Cripes. Let's see, and I'm actually going to get rid of that. I thought I got rid of my Divine Sights. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. When I click, my finger actually does, or my pointer does actually turn into a fork. That's amusing. Well, there's almost no reason not to combine these together in retrospect. Because it doubles its attack speed, so there's no cost. The only thing is it doesn't shoot at different things. Garrison unit range. Why do I have these? Where are these cards coming from? Praise be. Let's see, and I'm gonna hoard a couple of these. There we go. I would really like that zap. Considering how much damage I do, the zap card could actually become absurd. Let's boost the Sin Spotters up a little bit. I'd like to get at least up to a level 2 or 3 on Holy Machine Gun, just because 5 damage shot is pretty weak. But I'm very much at the mercy of whatever this game wants to hand me. Which, I wish I understood where these cards were coming from and had a little bit more control over them. Because I just seem to be randomly getting cool cards, or really not actually useful cards, and I don't know why. Let's see. So I'm going to do a Punish and a Sin Spotter, and then we're going to store this one. And then I'm going to throw the Sunder here, because we're not doing that. We don't want to upgrade... at the moment. It seems like maybe it's one of those that I just can't drop below 10 cards. Oh, did I win? Shift complete. Oh. Let's end this. So it looks like 20 minutes. Survive for 20 minutes, then you're done. And because it can go up to double speed, it's not bad. So how many credits did I get? How many cards did I get? What do garrisons do? And yeah, because I didn't increase the range, my my Sin Spotters really did a lot of damage. Then again, I also didn't upgrade my machine gun that much. That's a lot of banked credits. And we get 5 cards unlocked. So, spawn rate of all garrisons. New shooter garrison. Units do unholy damage. Sawblade Tower. Unholy damage. Slasher garrison. Units do unholy damage. Reset attack on cooldown. Gunk aura. Slowing all enemies, then enter. Persist for 20 seconds. This is where the game actually gets good. So let's hire that. We actually have 0.83 points. This video is going to go a little bit longer than I thought. Okay, so I want to turn this off. What cards have I empowered? Because I don't want that. Super don't want that. I actually do want that in retrospect. Okay. So new faster. Okay, so Unholy Machine Gun is pretty good. Slasher Garrison. Can I click and hold this? No. There's so many cards I haven't even empowered. Or I haven't even unlocked yet. And I have no idea what they're going to do. Because what does a Sawblade Tower do? Yeah, Horde of Holy. Well, when in doubt, garrison unit range. Could be interesting, could be useless. Let's see, Sawblade Tower. I can do one more. Why don't we do that? Okay, and let's try playing as this character. I'm glad I didn't just ditch. I almost might want to cut out a couple of those, like, goofed out failed runs, but I probably won't. Wait. Why do I have it? Hold up. Oh, cool. You can actually see my stats. I'm going to end run for a second. This guy's Hellfire based? End run? Oh, I see. We have to wait for the death animation. I was wondering. Gosh, that background is goopy. Oh, and it crashes the game. Alphas. If I seem even in the slightest peeved, you got to imagine being the developer of this game is probably slightly more frustrating at this stage. Oh, he's Hellfire. Oops. Well, whatever. Hellfire boy, I guess, gets to go slightly unholy. Oh well. I mean, we'll see what happens. And I do still want to see what happens with the multi-shot. And as long as I don't go for specific damage types, I don't think it matters. Let's see. Additional Hellfire. Wait. Rocket Tower. Bomber Garrison. Alright, these are new. Huh. Oh yeah, so I have little, like, goobers that just go out and explode. They do not last long, though. Okay. So AoE is probably... Well, we want the range. Hold up. Let's do a Praise B. Holy Hand Grenade. I just want to get rid of some of these. And it seems like this guy has a much more interesting deck to start with. And yeah, I think no matter what, you can't run out of cards below 5. Or not 5, 10. Hence where I keep getting more cards. Maybe. Or who knows. Hellfire damage, Flame Aura, burning all enemies, enter for 60 seconds. Let's see, and I'm gonna put Prayer of Duplication here for the time being. What else do we have? Well, I guess we'll go for the extra projectile, because I'm so curious what that does with this. That could either be, like, actually really bad, or totally fine. So that does extra damage. That does extra attack speed. Ooh. Perf duplication. And here's where the unholy stuff comes into play. Okay, right. I have the Hellfire Aura. Oh, that's got a long cooldown. I bet if I got that a bunch, though, it would be pretty hilariously strong. Okay, let's do another Sunder. Fuse them together. Another one of those. And yeah, let's just store it. Fuse these. And turn. Spawn rate of all garrisons. I'm gonna skip. I think I'm gonna skip garrisons at least for this one. Just because. I mean, the Repenters are pretty good. Okay, new shooter garrison. Gunk Aura. Well, I guess we might as well snag some of those and do a prayer of duplication. Yes. I need to see what that does. Is my main thing. Because does that double the amount of garrisons spawns? Does it give me 2 flame waves or in kind of like that can move independently? Does it give me extra rockets? Does it give me, I mean, a lot of different things. Fine. I guess I'll get the Horde of Holy. Main problem is I'm just too many of these and I'm not going to be able to stack more. We're limited to 6 towers on the field. And there's no like bench. I wouldn't mind a bench. I think that would actually be kind of cool. Let's see. And you know what? I'm actually gonna... Oh, no. We want the spare unholy machine gun. I want to try the saw blade just to see what it looks like. So did I get it? Yes. So it looks like the flame wave, there's just 2 of them now. And the machine gun seems to just do twice as many ticks, which is actually absurdly powerful. So really it's just the holy the holy build does not scale well at all off of let's see, off of multi-shot. Whereas the Hellfire and the Unholy builds are just like, yeah, go for it. Does not look like my minions are duplicated, but my rockets are, which is kind of good. I don't know how accurate that is. It seems to just kind of randomly go. Okay. I would like to spend some energy on other things. But, I mean, we are absolutely just shredding this at the moment. Let's see. Hellfire damage, that summons. I guess I'm just going to go for the Hellfire damage. Yeah, I definitely would like a little bit more control over what's in my deck. It seems kind of random what cards I get, because some of these I clearly have not added, and I'm not quite sure why or how. I don't think it matters at the moment, especially with the demo, just to see what everything does, but more long term. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the... Well, let's do the Unholy Machine Gun, so I can actually fuse them together. And then I'm going to get a Saw Blade out, because I want to see what it does. Let's get the Unholy Machine Gun. Damage and attack speed. I'm trying to figure out where this Saw Blade is. More living shadow. Yes. More projectiles. It costs me nothing. No. Yeah, I have no idea where the saw blade is in this process. I can't even tell if it is firing or what. Okay, let's put these back in my hand. I think I want to get rid of some of these things. Oh. Or not. Shoot. Okay, there's one. That's a bug. It's fine. I was gonna do other things, but I guess they're just stuck there. I was gonna try and, recycle some of the cards I don't need. But it won't let me. It's fine. Yeah, this seems like a, much more functional build, though. Alright. Yeah, new slasher garrison, some other things. I almost feel like towers and garrisons need to be separate, or there needs to be a bench. I think actually... Oh, hey. I just realized the saw blades work. So let's get rid of the repenters. Saw blades only cost 2 to cast, which is kind of nice. I want to put the slasher and that there. As nice... Well, I mean, I could try them. Okay, let's grab another living shadow. As nice as it would be to mess around with things like garrisons, I just can't. I also still do not know where my saw blade is, unless it's really short range and just is not firing. Because we pretty much have a perfect circle of safety here. Almost nothing gets through. So, whenever this fires, cool. Until then. Whatever. Either way, no matter the small issues that I'm running into with this, and design questions and a bunch of other stuff, I really like this format. I love the idea of having this singular tower that I defend from infinite hordes of enemies, while gaining progressively more upgrades to add to it. Yesterday I did a video on tower, and that felt very much like a decent version of what this is. And this just feels so much more interesting and exciting for me. Let's try Guns of God. Smush them together. I guess I could have rolled more, but don't care. Blessed Light. Sacrifice. I don't know what that did. Oh, I sacrificed them instead of re-rolling or upgrading. Interesting. But, you know, I really like the idea of... We do actually have gunner units. I think they just go out and die? They do 5 damage a shot. Yeah, so they don't last long, is the one issue. But they do actually seem kind of decent. And this just determines its spawn rate. Gotcha. Well, do we want to try this slasher unit? Because what else am I going to do? And I might even be able to stack more guns from God if I want to. Oh, the slasher is good. It's like 50 damage and they warp between a bunch of enemies. Not that it matters too much, but like, would be kind of fun to play around with a bunch of these things. But I think I'm still gonna go back to the tower system, and its limits would be fine if I had a bench where I could combine them together separately. I think that would be a really cool way of doing it. Just so I don't have to worry about running out of space, which I have done, and it is slightly obnoxious. Do we want to just get rid of Sunder and the Great Cleanser? Let's do it. Get another unholy machine gun. And then I might get rid of Guns of God, because we don't really need them. Because if I can... Well, I still don't know what the saw blade does. I wish I did. And we can even see damage times 1.10, range. Yeah, I've barely upped my damage. I've just gotten better towers. And that seems to be more than good enough. So I guess it's okay. And that unholy machine gun is bafflingly strong. Especially with the multi-shot. Hey, and we win a run. Sick. And shift. I could also go to endless mode, but I'm not going to. So, anyway. Heretic's Fork is kind of an incredibly promising new roguelike. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. And if I'm lucky, this demo will get some updates so I can actually come back and play more. Wow, that... there's not even a contest there. That's not even fair. I don't think we made as many points this time around, though. Interesting, I wonder why. Maybe it's the character, maybe it's how they killed things, maybe it's the number of enemies, doesn't matter. Overdraw. Whenever you use a power card, you have a 30% chance to draw a card. Hit all enemies for 20. Drop 1 coin for each killing blow. Huh. Coin? What? Alright, that'll be fun. For now, though, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, then hit subscribe because I've got tons to check out, show off, and have fun with. And if you're wondering where you can get the Heretic's Fork demo, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait, but frankly, I would say waiting is good. This game still needs a little bit more time in the oven, and while I had a good time with this, I think we'll all have a better time when it's further along, bug-free, crash-free, and maybe a little more balanced here and there. But with all of that said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.